fast there, young fellow. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Melchior.
Melchior? You've known Gaspar his whole life.
Melchior, dated your daughter in high school for like 2 years.
That's fine. I just thought it'd be nice to get off on the right foot. Maybe teach the boy how to appreciate what we do around here. But if you don't think that's important, well then I just...
You're right, of course, Melchior.
Now, Gaspar, you're going to find it tempting to touch all the fine tools you see around the shop. But don't do it. It's taken many years to accumulate such fine, state-of-the-art instrumentation, and only trained experts such as myself and Balthazar.
Just twist it here and look through the little people.
Yeah, I know. My dad had one at home in the shop just like it. Have you guys seen the new models? Check it out. They are really cool.
All right, that's it. You two can't see how important this is. Well, then you want to laugh it off? Go right ahead. I don't know. You just don't.
Melchior's right, Gaspar. We are in the midst of what may be the most profound observation we've ever made, that anyone has ever made. I'm sure your father must have shared with you what we have been seeing for the last few months.
Yes, Father. The king planet crowning the king star. And the constellation Virgo rising each morning clothed in the sun with the new moon at her feet.
The appearance of his star may be imminent.
Our father, Daniel, and the prophets wrote much about the coming of a king.
Each morning, when my father rose from his bed, he would worship the Ancient of Days and ask for favor in finding his star.
I believe God has answered your father's prayer. He was the first among us to notice a strange path Jupiter was tracing across the night sky.
Cont'd, Gaspar's father, had been the first among the school of Magi to observe Jupiter crowning Regulus. Now let me explain what that means. You moderns understand now that Jupiter is a planet, and it follows its set orbit around the sun. But to these Magi from the east, Jupiter appeared as a wandering star. To them it appeared to be just as the other stars, only it moved around in a field of fixed stars, and occasionally it would reverse its path and trace what seemed to be a halo or a crown in the heavens, and then it would resume its normal progress. Now you moderns understand now that Jupiter doesn't really reverse its path. It just appears that way from Earth because of its orbit. It's called retrograde motion. But I know stuff. Anyhow, what Gaspar's father Cont'd observed and shared with the others is that he observed Jupiter, the king planet, tracing a halo in very close proximity to Regulus, the king star, 3 times. And during this progress, they have been observing Virgo, or the constellation called Virgin, ascending each morning, and to their eyes, it was perfectly aligned with, or clothed in the sun. And just below that was a little crescent moon, a new moon, signifying that a virgin had given birth to a child. A great and wondrous sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed in the sun with the moon under her feet. I wrote that. Not bad, huh? So, as they are watching the stars each night and each morning, it is dawning on them that God is speaking to them about a king. The king planet is crowning the king star. A virgin is going to give birth to a child, and in Jerusalem, it is Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. Now, Melchior is ready to saddle up his camel and ride. But Balthazar, though moved, he is not yet certain. He is waiting. He is watching for something.
Balthazar, why are you not convinced? You see what we are seeing. I know you believe. I don't believe in stars, but I do believe in him. And I'm willing to follow his star. But it has to be his star. Be patient, Melchior. With Balthazar, Melchior, I long for him just as you do. I'm willing to go to the end of the earth just as you are. If God is leading us, He can be trusted. He won't let us miss it.
And if it is God?
If it is God, if it is His star, then the Son of God has been born, and we will go and worship Him.
Over the next few weeks and months, the Magi closely watch the heavens. Balthazar has been particularly interested in Jupiter, the king planet, and Venus, the mother planet. Now, if his calculations are correct, the heavens are about to declare an event that will change this world forever.
We know that the king planet began crowning a king's star at the onset of the Jewish New Year, the first of the month Tishri. Balthazar, what is it? It has been 9 months. I have been observing the position of Jupiter, the king planet, and of Venus, the mother planet. Look here, here, and here. It has been 9 months since Jupiter first began to crown Regulus, and since we saw the Virgin rise, clothed in the sun with the new moon at her feet.
Balthazar, what does it all mean?
Jupiter crowning Regulus, and the Virgin rising, clothed in the sun with the new moon at her feet, was not an announcement of birth, but of conception. Tonight, as we look west towards Jerusalem, the king planet and the mother planet will come into such close conjunction that they will form the appearance of one star. Their union will produce the brightest light from the heavens that we have ever seen.
It is his star. It's the one my father had been looking for.
Is it his star? It is his star. The Son of God has entered the world.